Okay, everybody, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you chose to be with me for yoga today, working on our hamstrings. As you know, hamstrings get tight easily. Most of us have notoriously tight hamstrings. Hamstrings are three muscles in the back of your leg. They start from the bottom of your butt all the way down to your knee, and they're counter muscles to your quadriceps. They're called antagonistic muscles. So when your quads work to contract, that means your hamstrings are allowed to relax, and uh, that's how you reduce the tension in your hamstrings so that you can stretch them out. So I'll explain to you all that as we do our practice today. And starting with our pranayama, I want to reiterate a couple of reasons why deep yoga breath down to your belly is so important for your health. Number one, it boosts your immunity. When you inhale deeply all the way down to your abdomen, your diaphragm contracts, massages your spleen and all the lymph nodes in your body. Your lymphatic system is what's responsible for your immunity, which we all need a lot now. Deep breathing lowers your blood pressure, lowers your stress, lowers depression. But another big thing, deep breathing improves your skin because your skin gets more oxygen. So deep breathing several times a day, every day, will help retain your youthful looking skin and not let it age so fast. So those are just some of the myriad of reasons to practice deep breathing every day, several times a day. So if you haven't done it yet today, now's your chance to do it for the first time today. Sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Think about your breath. Concentrate on the breath coming in through your nose, down your throat, expanding your lungs, expanding the rib cage, expanding your belly. As you inhale, think about how your lymphatic system is being boosted, how your spleen is being massaged, releasing all those good blood cells back into your system. Your lymph nodes are being massaged. There are a lot of lymph nodes in your neck area, your armpits, your groin. With deep breathing, you get all of those. And then feel the oxygen penetrate all your cells, including your skin cells. Feel how your skin just lightens up with each breath. We call this our water breath, something we need every day, several times a day, just like water. Okay, please let's do one more deep breath all the way down to your belly. Make it very deep, very long, very slow, very full. And then let's please take a deep breath in together and we'll Om in. Om. Shambhalu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. So working on our hamstrings this week, we'll start in Dandasana. This is a great way to gently start stretching your hamstrings out. You don't want to do too much too soon because your muscles are cold now. Bring your shoulders down from your ears, your chest open, feet are pointed up, knees are pointed up, and there's just a little micro bend in your legs right now. So just by flexing your feet, you are automatically stretching your hamstrings because you're contracting your quadriceps. And when you contract your quadriceps, that allows your hamstrings to relax and stretch. So let's take a couple of breaths here. Shoulders down, chest open. Inhale, feel the crown of your head going up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, let your belly fall back in. One more deep breath, crown of your head go up to the ceiling. Exhale. This time, let's inhale. And as you exhale slowly through your nose, just bend forward from the hip crease, bringing your chest a little closer to your thighs. Keep your lower back in a neutral spine. Don't allow your lower back to collapse here. So you don't have to come very far forward to feel this. And then come back upright. Do it a couple of times. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come forward. And then slowly back up. Inhale. Slowly exhale as you come forward. Try to keep your head in line with the spine. And remember to have that lower arch in your back. And then back up. So if you keep your pelvis tilted forward, you'll feel a stretch in your lower back as you come forward. And then back up. Okay. Opposite arm and leg lifts. This is not as easy as it sounds. We did this morning in class, and it was really funny to get the opposite arm and leg out. So set up nice and tall, chest forward, and then we're going to raise the right leg and the left arm, okay? And then we're going to take a deep breath, exhale, bring that down, and then do the opposite leg and arm, inhale. Exhale, down, opposite again, inhale, exhale, down, opposite, inhale. Exhale down, opposite, inhale. Exhale down, and one more. Inhale. Exhale down. Okay, very good. Take your right knee and bend it in toward your chest. Keep your left leg flexed, foot flexed, knee up. Take your fingers, clasp behind your right thigh, and then pull your chest into your thigh so you can elongate your spine and feel how that makes your spine a little bit straighter and longer. Now keep that spine long as you slowly straighten that leg and then rebend. And then straighten and then rebend. And then straighten, rebend. And once more, straighten and rebend. Take the left arm, hug the right knee into the chest. Bring your spine, your chest forward and up so your spine stays long. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, twist all the way around. Plant that hand behind you. And breathe. Several deep, long breaths. Be mindful of what your left foot is doing. Make sure it stays flexed so you're not wasting energy. You're not wasting your time. You're keeping your muscles flexed on your left leg. One more deep breath in. Exhale, and then keep the twist. Take your left hand on the outside of the right foot. So you're going to come inside of the leg, grab the outside of your right foot. Keep your body twisted to the right. Your right hand still behind you on the mat, and you're going to lean back and straighten that leg. And then keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting, keep breathing and twisting. Make sure your left foot stays flexed. One more breath. Okay, so here's a little bit of a challenge here. Try it if you want. You're going to bend the left knee and place that left foot flat on the mat. And then you're going to lean your body forward to the right, keeping hold of your foot. And you're going to move your right hand a little bit out diagonally so you have a little bit of leverage to lift your bottom off the mat while you're twisting. So you might want to play around with your leverage where you place your hand and your foot. It's not as hard as it looks. And then very slowly bring it back down. Bring your right foot down, straighten your left leg. And now bring your right foot to the outside of your left leg. Reset your spine nice and tall. Flex the left foot and then grab your left knee into your right knee into your arm. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, we're going to twist again to the right. This is a little deeper twist because your foot's on the opposite side of the leg. This is also stretching your piriformis, that muscle that's in your butt. One more breath. As you exhale, slowly bring your head, shoulders, chest, and body forward. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning to the left. Plant your hands on the left side of your body and roll onto your left hip. Then you're going to find some leverage by moving your left hand back a little bit. Push into your right foot and you're going to lift your hips off the mat and come into a modified side plank. This uses a lot of core strength. One more breath. And then bring your hips back down. Bring your legs back to center. Reset the spine in Dandasana. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the knees up. Shoulders down. Chest forward. Couple of breaths here. Okay, bend the left knee. Take your fingers and clasp behind your left thigh. Pull your chest forward, so lengthen your spine, shoulders down, and then extend your left leg long. All the while, keep your right foot flexed. Rebend the left, and then extend, and then rebend, extend, rebend, extend, rebend, and once more, extend, and rebend. Okay, right arm hugs left knee in. Keep the right foot flexed. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, twist all the way around. Plant that hand behind you. Use your right arm as leverage to help you twist. Relax in this twist for a few breaths. Big, long, slow breaths. The ancient yogis had a saying that went something like, it's not how many breaths you take that determine the length of your life, it's how few breaths you take that determine the length of your life. Meaning, slower, deeper breathing is going to elongate your lifespan, your health span. One more breath here. And then you're going to reach down with your right hand. Take the outside of your left foot. Keep twisting your body. Lean back on your left hand for support as you straighten your leg. Keep twisting. Keep your right foot flexed. Okay, so here is a little bit of a challenge on this side. You're going to bend your right knee, plant your foot down, keep your body twisted, move your left hand around so you can feel like you can lean forward and get enough purchase to lift your bottom. Good. And then come all the way back down. Excellent. Okay, rebend that knee, straighten the right leg. Take your left foot and pop it over to the outside of your right leg. And then your right arm hugs the knee into the chest. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, twist again to the left. This time a little deeper twist. Deep, long breaths. One more inhale. And exhale as you bring your head around, shoulders, chest. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. Plant your hands on the right. Come onto your right hip. Get weight into your right hand and your left foot so that you can lift your hips off the mat into this modified side plank. Breathe a couple of breaths here. One more breath. And then the hand comes down, the hip comes down, legs come forward, and reset into Dandasana. Okay, bend the right knee now, and then bring it out to the side with the foot inside of the left thigh. And then walk your left leg out so that it's at an angle. So you have a V here with your body. You can sit up on something so that you can tilt your pelvis forward. If your knee bothers you, you can prop it up with a block or some padding. And then once you're in this position, re-tilt your pelvis forward. Nice long spine. Bring your hands forward, and then maybe just lean, bring your chest forward from your hip crease, trying to keep your back straight and long. So as you're doing this, make sure that your left foot stays pointed up. The left knee is up. The left leg is contracted. The left quad is contracted. Your tailbone is going out the back. So there's one long line from the crown of your head down to your tailbone. Nice, long diagonal line. Your head's in line with your spine. And every time you exhale, you maybe get a little bit deeper. Okay, back up slowly. Straighten the right leg. Bring the left knee in, left foot on the inside of the thigh, and you're going to scoot that left leg out to a diagonal so we can come into this half Baddha Konasana on this side. Bring your pelvis forward, and then gently bring your chest down. Once again, keeping a long line from the crown to the tail. Keep your right foot flexed, the knee pointing up. Muscles in your right leg are engaged. Think about lifting your quadriceps up. As you lift those quads, your hamstrings get a little bit longer. So actually what's happening here is that your left quads are stretching. Instead of contracting, they're stretching. So the back of your left leg is contracting. Your hamstrings on your left are contracting, and your hamstrings on your right are lengthening, and vice versa. Quads on your left are contracting, quads on the right are lengthening. Slowly push up. Now bring both feet together and then take your hands behind you, fingers pointing toward the front of your mat, and then open your chest up toward the ceiling and push your shoulders down and squeeze your elbows toward each other behind you so you can feel your shoulder blades come together on your back, and just open your heart up to the ceiling. And then come back upright. I'm going to hop off of my bolster because we're going to do a little bit of a balance here, and it's easier for me to not be on the bolster, but you can see where we're going and you can choose yourself. You still want to have your pelvis tilted forward. Grab your feet or your ankles to help you do that. Nice long spine. And then keep your left hand on your left leg, left shin or ankle, and then take your right hand onto the outside of the right foot. And then we're just going to open that leg out to the right. So you're using some abdominal strength here to stay upright without collapsing your back. Make sure your shoulders stay relaxed, your neck stays relaxed. Good. Okay, that foot comes back in, soles of the feet together. Pull your chest forward and up to reset. And then we're going to take the left hand on the outside of the left foot and do the same thing on this side. Okay, that foot comes in. All right, now we're going to do both legs. So this is what I mean by balance. I would not be able to do this if I was sitting on a pad, but we're going to just find our center of balance and then just slowly open both legs out. Engage your abdominal muscles and find a focal point because this is a balance. And don't forget to breathe. Good. Everybody who I can see look great. Okay, slowly bring the feet back down. Now, that just prepped us for doing an Upavista Konasana. Extend your legs long in a V shape. Tilt the pelvis forward. And now that we're a little looser here, bring your hands in front and we can bring our chest down toward the mat. Don't allow your lower back to collapse. Don't allow your shoulders to round. Nice long spine. It doesn't matter how far forward you come as long as you keep your spine long. But that little balancing exercise just help loosen up our legs up just enough so that we can come forward. Now, when you're here, make sure that your toes and your knees are pointed up. The tendency is to allow your legs to fall backward. You don't want that to happen. Keep your feet engaged, pointing up. Okay, come back upright. Take your hands beneath your knees, slowly rebend them. Walk your feet together, and then come on around to your table position. Pad knees here as necessary to keep them happy. Square up your table. I'm going to go with breath, very slow breath here. So just think about slowing down your breath and making your breath fuller. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, bring your bottom toward your heels very slowly as you exhale and make the breath last. Slow it down. And then inhale very slowly, making the breath last as you come back up to table. This is what I call greasing the hinges. Exhale again, very slowly, making your breath last. Bring your bottom back to your heels. You're lubricating your wrists, your shoulders, your knees, your hips. All your synovial fluids are being lubricating your joints. And then inhale very slowly through your nose, making the breath last. Back to table. This time we're going to exhale and push into our cat back, tucking the chin, tucking the tail, arching the back to the ceiling like a scared cat. Push the mat away, feel your vertebra open. And now make your breath last. As you inhale through your nose, you're going to drop your belly down into your cow pose. Belly goes down, head comes forward, shoulders go toward the back of your mat. And then exhale very slowly through your nose as you come all the way back down. Bring your bottom back to your heels. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're going to push into your hands and lift up onto your knees into Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute on our knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. Okay, take your hands on your hips so you can get balanced to kick your right leg out to the side. So it's going to be bent. Your knee's going to be bent in 90 degrees. Foot is pointing away from you and the foot's lined up with your knee. Okay, take your right arm and brace it against the inside of that leg. So you're going to be pushing your arm into the leg and you're going to be pushing the leg into the arm, opposing forces here. Then your left arm comes up by the ear. Inhale as you reach your left arm up. Exhale, you're going to lean over to the right. Keep the left shoulder up. Don't let it fall forward. Keep it up and don't forget to keep pushing your leg into your arm and your arm into your leg. And don't forget to breathe. Okay, pull back up. Bring the arm back down, hands on hips. Extend your leg long now, your right leg, so that it's straight. The toes are still pointing away from you. And if you can keep your foot flat on the mat, do so. If you prefer, you can lift your toes and just put your heel on the mat. Either way, you want this leg straight but not locked. You're going to take your right hand onto the thigh, left arm up by the ear. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide your right hand down your leg as you lean over. Keep your left shoulder up. This is Padidasana gate pose. The big opening of your left side. Groin opener, chest opener if you keep that left shoulder back. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of you. Pivot your right foot forward. So you have a dog leg here. Put weight into your left arm. Inhale, twist open to the right. Inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Okay, so here's our next challenge pose. This is called Bennu bird. Bennu bird is a mythical Egyptian deity bird who's a creator of the universe. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit back, our bottom toward our heels. We're not going to go back all the way, but just go back a little bit so that your chest can come parallel to your mat. You're going to keep weight into that right foot. And then you're going to shift your chest just to the over to the right of your midline. So you're not right over that left knee. Find your balance here. And then you're going to lift your arms and then swing them out behind you like they're your wings. Push your fingertips up to the ceiling. So your chest is parallel to the ground and you're stretching your chest open and pulling your shoulders away from your ears by pushing your fingertips away to the back. One more breath. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands back forward. Bring that knee in, back to table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, cow. Bringing the belly down, head forward, tailbone back. And then exhale, flat back table. Before we go to the other side, we're going to do some tiger kicks here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, you're going to bring your right knee into the chest. Tuck the chin, bring your nose to your knee. And then inhale, kick the leg back, but keep the knee bent. Flex the foot and try to stomp on the ceiling with your foot. And then exhale, bring that knee back in toward your chest. Tuck the chin, arch the spine, nose to knee. Inhale, kick the leg back, flex the foot, try to stomp on the ceiling. Exhale, knee comes into chest, flex the spine, nose to knee. And then inhale, kick the foot back. And one more time, exhale, bring the knee into the chest, nose to knee. Inhale, kick the foot back. This time we're going to keep it back there and extend the leg long. Move around so that you have balance, so that you can lift your left arm into our balancing table. So arm and leg are parallel to the mat here. Hips are level. And only do this next part if your body allows. Reach your left hand back, see if you can grab that foot and kick the foot into your hand. To open the chest, you're opening up your left shoulder. Release, hand comes down, knee comes in. Resituate your table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, banana back, cow pose. Exhale, sit all the way back towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale, push into your hands, come up onto your knees, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, push your fingertips up. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. Okay, hands on hips so that you're able to cock your left leg out to the side. Get your leg in a 90-degree angle. Left arm now comes and bolsters against the inside of that leg. So you're pushing leg into the arm, arm into the leg. So my hand's on my calf, my forearm is on my thigh, and then right arm beside the ear. And then we're just going to lean over to the left, keep the right shoulder back. Keep pushing your leg into your arm. Inhale up. Exhale, return hands to hips so that you can extend that left leg long. Micro bend in the knee. Heel can be up or the foot can be down. And then take your left hand on that thigh, right arm beside the ear. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide that hand down the leg, keeping your shoulder back into Parigasana, gate pose. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands in front as you pivot your foot forward. So your left foot is now pointing forward. Your left arch is lined up with your right heel. Left arch is lined up with your right knee. Plant weight into your right hand, and we're going to twist open to the left. One more breath. And slowly bring that hand down back in front of you. All right, so this is where we're going to that mythical Bennu bird. You're going to bring your bottom back toward the back of your mat. Your chest is just to the inside of the right of your leg. Bring your chest as low as you can, have it parallel to the mat. So your butt is really sticking behind you so you can get balance here. And then bring your wings out behind you, reaching your fingertips to the back, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. One more breath. And then bring your hands in front as you exhale. Bring the knee back in, back to your table. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bring your left knee into your chest. Tuck the chin, nose to knee. Inhale, kick your left leg back, keep the knee bent, flex the foot, stomp on the ceiling. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest, tuck the chin, nose to knee. Inhale, kick the foot back, keep the knee bent, flex the foot. Exhale, knee to chest, nose to knee. Inhale, kick back, bent knee, flex foot. Exhale, chest, knee to chest, nose to knee. Inhale, kick back, straighten your leg this time. Find your balance, move the hands around so that you can lift your right arm and your right arm and left leg are parallel to the mat. Couple of breaths here. Now we'll do this only if your body allows it. Reach back, find your foot, and then kick the foot into the hand so that you can open the right shoulder. And then release, hand comes back down, knee comes in. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, we're going to push up into downward facing dog. So I'm going to remind you to spread your fingers wide, squeeze the forearms toward each other, roll the shoulders out, bend the knees to get the hips way up in the air. Long spine, your head's between your arms, your chest is melting down toward your thighs. Thighs are rolling in slightly. And then take a deep breath. As you exhale, bend the knees, walk up to your hands. And keep the knees bent. Hang here in this forward fold for a couple of breaths. Just act like you're a rag doll, just limp. Your upper body is just limp here. And your knees are bent so that your belly can be on your knees. Now take your left hand, put it on your right calf or ankle. Keep both knees bent. And then you're going to open your right arm to the side as you straighten your right leg. Keep your left knee bent. Feel this in your hamstring. And rebend both knees. Take the right hand onto the left shin or ankle. Start with both knees bent. Lift your left arm out to the side as you straighten the left leg. And that hand comes down. And then very, very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And pause in Tadasana for a couple of breaths. Reset the spine, chest forward. So our one-legged balance is going to be a combination of a Shiva. Shiva is the Hindu god of destruction, destroying evil of the universe. And Shiva is where you take your standing leg, you bring the opposite leg forward across your body like this, and then you're holding up 2 platters. Shiva has 4 arms, and this represents the 4 arms of Shiva. So this is part 1. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. And then part 2, I'm going to try to shift the knee forward that you're lifting up, come into your tree pose. So just rest that foot on the inside of your calf or thigh or ankle and come into tree pose. And when you're ready, come out, shake it out so we can switch sides. So we'll start with Shiva, taking the weight in the standing leg. Take your time, cross the knee over. You know what you're doing now. The knee crosses over, so your body's twisting. You're holding up 2 platters, 1 in each arm. This represents the 4 arms of Shiva. And then when you're ready, bring your knee out to the side and come into the tree pose. And when you've had enough fun with that, you can come on out, shake your body out, and return to your mat. And please have your blocks handy. And then bring them to the front of your mat. And from Tadasana, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your blocks. 1 block is on each side of the feet. Inhale, exhale, step your right foot back so that you're in a high lunge. And now we're going to put the right knee down, so pat it here as needed. Line up your left knee over the ankle, and then bring your arms forward into Anjaneyasana. Open the chest, lean back, look up if you have balance. Keep your left knee steady over the ankle. Bring your right hip forward. Good. 1 more breath. And then bring your hands down. Walk your blocks back towards your hips as you straighten the front leg into Ardha Hanuman half split. So you want your legs straight but not locked. You want your spine long. So even if you want to lift your blocks up here to a higher level to keep your spine long, it feels really good to have your hands up higher because you can more easily keep your crown of your head in line to the tailbone, 1 long diagonal line without humping your back. And then you can melt your chest forward. Keep your left foot flexed. And then relax here. One more breath. And then as you exhale, rebend the knee, walk the blocks back up. Now, Again, this is a pose that you want to do if your knee allows this. You're going to bend your right knee behind you. And maybe that's all you need to do. Just by bending that right knee, you're flexing. But if you can take your left hand, or sorry, your right hand behind and grab your foot and bring it into your bottom. Use your left hand as balance on the block. And then release. Reestablish your spine, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Okay, so from here, we're back into our high lunge. So situate, get your balance here. Make sure that your left knee is above the ankle. Push weight into the back heel, the right heel. Lift your right quadriceps up so you're really tightening that leg. And then we're going to straighten slowly the left leg. Now your right heel can be either up or on the mat. Mine's off the mat. Level your hips, and this is a very wide pyramid pose here. Allow your chest to soften down toward the leg without rounding your spine. Rebend the left knee. Okay, so this is the hardest thing we're going to do today. Just so that you know, we're going to get light in our fingertips. And you can put your knee down here if you like, but the hard part is to keep it up, and then take your arms behind you. So your chest is low now. You really want to lift that right quad up, tighten that right leg, and then slowly bring your arms in front. And then slowly, this is hard, lifting your torso up. And breathe. This is a high lunge. Good. One more breath. Exhale, the hands come down. Shift your weight so that you can step your right foot up. And then very slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Pause in Tadasana, reset the spine. Take a little active rest here. Inhale up. Exhale, come into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale, hands come all the way down to your blocks. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back to your high lunge. And then the left knee comes down. Pat it accordingly. Get light in your fingertips, and we'll come into Anjaneyasana. Low crescent lunge, chest open, slight back bend, look up. Keep control of that right knee. Make sure it stays over the ankle. Just keep on thinking, steady knee, steady knee. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Walk the blocks back towards your hips as you straighten your right leg into our half split. And here's where you might come in handy to raise the blocks so you can have a nice long spine so that you can soften your chest down to your leg without curling your back. Keep the leg straight but not locked. Keep the foot flexed. Ardha Hanuman. Hanuman is a monkey god. Hanuman is the son of Anjani. Anjani is the pose that we just did, Anjaneyasana, with our arms up in a crescent. Okay, bend the knee as you walk your hands up. Okay, and this is the part that might not agree with everybody. You're going to lift your left foot off the mat, reach around with your left hand and grab that foot and bring it in towards your bottom. and then release. Reestablish the alignment of your right knee over the ankle. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. So we're now back into our high lunge. Level your hips. Slowly straighten the front leg as you walk, or you don't even have to move your blocks. Just straighten the front leg. You can move your blocks if you want to. We're coming into the pyramid pose here. Your back heel can be up or down. Okay, re-bend the front knee. Reestablish your alignment. Make sure that knee's steady. Put weight into the left heel. Contract the left quads. There's a slight bend to the left leg. And this is where we're going to bring our arms behind. So you're going to start with your belly low onto your leg, and then slowly swing the arms forward. Find a focal point, engage your abdominals. Come on up to this high lunge and breathe. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands down. Very good. Move the blocks aside, step back to downward facing dog. And it's all downhill from here. Bring your knees down to the mat and sit back to a very well-deserved child pose. Slowly push up, please, and then come onto your backs with bent knees and have a block handy. So we're going to come into a supported bridge pose. A bridge is a back bend. And so what you want to do here is make sure your feet stay parallel to each other, hip width apart. Your thighs are parallel to each other. You want to make sure your knees don't splay outward. And then you're going to lift your hips and take this block and put it underneath your sacrum. Now, you can go any height here you want. If you just want a really low bridge, just keep the block on the low position. If you want a medium bridge, you can turn the block on its side, get a little higher. And if you feel like a really big back bend, you can lift the block to its highest point. Just make sure that you're resting your sacrum on it and not your lower back, so your lower back's not pinching. And then whichever level you choose, just relax here. Make sure you don't move your head. If you're on the high level, your chest is way up towards your chin and you're rolling onto the tops of your shoulders. So this supported bridge enables you to get a really deep back bend without working too hard at it. Make sure your knees stay parallel. Don't let them flail out to the sides. Now, if you want to, take one leg and lift it up toward the ceiling. Keep your head steady. Bring that foot down, and then the opposite leg will go up to toward the ceiling. And that foot will come back down. Now, if you would like to, if you have your block on high, it's a good idea to lower it so that you can bring both legs up to your waterfall pose. Several relaxing breaths here. And then please slowly lower both legs down. Lift your hips. Remove the block. Hug the knees into your chest. Roll around on your spine. And then bring your legs long on the mat for Shavasana. And then please focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing. As you allow your mind to relax, I'm going to read you a poem by Mary Oliver entitled Mysteries, Yes. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of lambs. How rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Please bring your awareness back to your breath and deepen your breathing as you make small movements to gently wake up your body. And then please bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, we are sealing off the hot, bright, fiery, masculine side of our body and exposing the cool, dark, calm, feminine side of our body. And that calmness will carry us for the rest of our day. Please, very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated. And I shall do the closing chant. If you care to join me, please do. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. Jai Yogis.